Have a good one. Oh man, I've already wiped away my tears. I've still got one. Oh man, it feels good. Uh-oh. Test, 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 test. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to Hustler Minibikes.
Wow.
First time ever having a cameraman. Pat behind the camera. I'm so glad he's here. I'm so grateful. This is my workshop. Just realised we've got to turn the music off or we're going to get flagged. Okay, so for those new to my business, my name's Tim O'Connor and I build custom mini bikes for customers all around the world. And today is no exception. I'm building a supercharged rotary engine powered chopper. This one's for Baron. He's over in Texas, USA of course. And this thing is absolutely sick. It is the baddest bike I've ever built. This one's fully handmade. I've handmade this frame. Guys, I'm so excited to bring this build to you. Today we're going to be assembling as much as we can get through in one day. I've pre-prepared everything. I've got the supercharger pre-assembled. I'm really excited, guys, so let's go. So guys, this is a AMR 300 supercharger. That's 300 cc's per revolution. This is one that I've modified with some special 3D printed aluminium intakes and outlet plenums. Pretty incredible extrusions there, running from a irregular shape round to a round 1.5" silicon joiner. Guys, this whole thing has been coated in ceramic coating. That's a vibration polished finish as well.
That is beautiful.
So the whole thing looks like billet polished alloy.
Oh jeez. And
by the way, the whole engine is coated in that as well. So this whole thing is going to be absolutely blinging. Absolutely.
It's going to be so shiny.
Oh, it's going to be. It's
Imagine that in
gleaming.
the sun.
I know. And this has a full chrome Springer front end as well. We're going to get that together.
Ooh.
The whole thing's just going to pop.
So are we assembling the suspension?
Yep, we're going to do the front forks as well, suspension, and we're going to try and get the engine as much together as we can and get it sitting in there. I also want to get the wheels fitted. Everything's been together before, so it's really just a matter of checking the fit again after paint and cleaning up little bits. It's really just a mechanical fitting exercise.
Yeah. So it's just test fitting, like you said.
Basically, yeah. So checking everything. It's the final assembly, you'd call it. So with any custom build, you normally assemble everything first, check the bike, test it, break it all down for paint, and then we bring it all back together at the end, check everything for the final time, torque everything up, Loctite on fasteners, etc. We're doing all the gaskets for the final time, all the torques set correctly. It's basically just me signing off the bike, putting my signature on it.
Nice.
Saying I'm totally happy with it. So here we are. This is crunch point. This has taken me about 4 months to get to this point, by the way, guys. You've missed out on the whole journey up till now because we haven't been filming it, but
here we are now, filming everything. So you won't have to miss anything now.
We're capturing the final moments, which is arguably the most exciting because you see it all come to fruition, which is pretty cool.
Look at the seat.
The seat's custom made. I've got my own upholsterer who works just locally, and he's done over 200 seats for me.
Oh wow.
So we work really closely and he knows exactly what I like now.
So it's nice to support the locals.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
and it's so handy. He picks up and drops off from my house too, so really grateful to have John on my team.
Oh, that's good.
It's just amazing. And I've got an amazing cameraman as well.
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
Made my day. Okay, anyway, without further ado, I think we'll get started. I've got everything here that's coming from HBC Coatings. They do all my specialised powder coatings and ceramic coatings. So I've broken all the parts down. Got the torque converter parts here, which I'm going to start with. These are coated in ceramic powder coat and then vibration polished. So these also have the polished alloy look. Get a little peep of the gas tank in
wow.
there. Stunning colour.
Oh, that's beautiful. Candy red, right?
Yeah, lollipop red it's called.
Lollipop.
I always have little moments at this point where I'm like, oh shit, I've forgotten something. It hasn't gone for paint, you know, and it like lets the whole build down. But this time I'm really confident because I had the whole bike built first. Whereas sometimes I don't assemble the bikes and I just send everything off in parts, trusting that it will all go together just based on my jigs and everything.
Oh,
so
wow.
That was originally zinc plated steel and now it's ceramic powder coated and polished. So that gives something that is steel the look of being aluminium, which is pretty cool. And just for the American viewers,
oh no,
fully aware, in New Zealand we pronounce aluminium, aluminium, not aluminum. We spell it different, it's pronounced
aluminium.
Different. It's the same thing, it's just a different language.
Tomato, potato. Wait, what? Tomato, potato.
Is that a line out of The Simpsons?
Oh wow, look at that.
So I think those that are into mini bikes watching this are going to instantly recognise some of these components. That's a Juggernaut primary pulley outer, secondary pulley, and this is the cap. So this is how you turn a $100 torque converter into a $1,000 torque converter.
Just like that.
There's the rest of the Juggernaut primary pulley. So this is going to look incredible, guys. You can get an idea already that with everything in the same finish, it makes for a really stunning package. And this is probably the second one of these that I've done with this whole finish, and the result is just incredible. So I can't wait to show you guys how this is going to look. So inside here, you can see there's some ceramic balls stuck in there. Those are actually part of the vibration polishing process. This goes into a tank full of those little guys. So what I do to get them out is just give them a little smash. You can actually smash them. They're made out of, as I say, ceramic, which is kind of like a glass. And these little holes are where the plastic wear guides go. So we're going to go ahead and knock those back in. Just going to go ahead and press the bearings into this housing.
Got that little plate there.
Yep. So a hydraulic press is probably one of the most used tools in the workshop. It's just so diverse, you can use it for so many different processes. See how it's got the little sleeve in there?
Oh yeah.
It's just got a build up of the ceramic coating in there, and you use some fine emery tape. Carefully. 450 RPM, sounds good. So I always give these a drip of oil, which is very important. Just helps to prevent seizure later, and lubricating these is actually part of the maintenance for these items. So the reason that needs to move smoothly is because as the belt runs through its transmission ratio cycle, that actually expands. It lets the belt move down in the pulley there. Alright guys, I've got the torque converter and the supercharger all assembled, so we're going to put these aside for now, and we're going to move on to the rotary engine. You probably can't help but notice as well that there's an incredible looking engine sitting here. This is our new Hustler V200. Guys, this is actually insane. This has been made in Palmerston North in New Zealand by Johnny down at Odds and Ends Engineering. He's custom cast this crankcase. We've got billet rods in here. We've got Honda cylinders and pistons. And we've got an electric start on there as well.
Has it started before?
It has, and it's insane. It sounds like a little Harley engine. Let's go grab the engine. So this is the new old stock engine core. This is a Sachs KM48, so 160cc Bridgeport Wankel Rotary engine.
I think this guy likes rotaries, I can't tell.
I've done one or two or 40.
1 or 2 or 40, yeah.
Obviously, as I mentioned, we're running this high performance coating on everything, so those are the vintage castings.
Ooh,
Sachs is the brand name of the engine. It's a German brand, made in the 70s. These are very rare, obsolete engines. Nothing feels better than just picking parts, having everything at your fingertips,
And everything's ready to go on?
Yep. Alright, let's unpackage this stuff and see how it looks.
Oh, it's going to look like Christmas.
Tell you what, for this customer, it's definitely Christmas. Okay, so not only do these guys do an incredible job coating these parts in the ceramic, but they wrap every single part lovingly in foam packaging.
You're in great hands.
I'm going to go ahead and send all that packaging back to them because I'm not putting that in the rubbish bin, and that'll get used again on the next parts.
To get recycled.
Yep. All right, so look at all these parts. These are just beautiful, beautiful pieces of art. They're such thin castings, beautiful. They're just incredible they were able to achieve these castings, especially at that time. I've shown these to a different foundry. I looked at having some of these reproduced, and they were mind-blowing that they were actually able to cast these at all. They said, you know, 3mm wall thickness, that's 1/8 of an inch. To produce that without any flaws is just an absolute feat. It's top-notch stuff, you know. Sachs actually made bicycle parts before they made these engines, so they had quite a lot of experience of making really intricate parts, and they had extremely good engineering skills. Yeah, it really shone through with their engines. It's pretty cool.
So these engines were used in bikes as well?
They were actually a stationary engine, so they were made for like agricultural equipment and stuff like that. They weren't necessarily made for vehicles, although some people did use them in things like boats. And funny enough, I got one of these from a guy. He pulled it out of a hovercraft, so it was actually I think the lift motor that provides the lift for it. So I think they had a lot of different uses, and
I wonder how that sounded.
Yeah, it would have been pretty cool. These sound really nice, and they're very low vibration as well. Okay guys, we're going to get started assembling this engine up. Got a couple of dowel pins that slide in. These are what line the casings up, and this one goes on this side. I actually bought this engine off a guy in Wanganui in New Zealand, and his grandfather was actually the agent for these in New Zealand back in the 70s.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and his grandfather had this engine sitting to the side all these years. And this guy got it all going, and he reached out to me and he said, hey, I've got this engine, do you want to buy it? And I couldn't believe it was new, you know, and it's so rare to find a new one in New Zealand.
So this guy is getting all the good parts, eh?
Well, this guy's paid a premium to have a supercharged one, and obviously with that comes the responsibility of everything being really good. You know, it's no good giving him a supercharged engine if it's an old worn-out engine, right? 'Cause it's gonna die pretty quick. I've actually offered this option to a few customers. When I've had them available, I've had new old stock short blocks, and I've allowed them to upgrade to those. So the green bike over there actually has that upgrade on it, and it really does make the difference, because when these engines are new and crispy, they just have like the snappiest idle. You know, they're really crisp and raw. Heaps of compression in these. They're an incredible engine, you know, and when they're running right, they really perform well. That being said, even the second-hand engines that I refurbish, they still run really well, you know. They often have a lot of life left in them.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah. You can see just how well made they are as well, because everything just fits together with precision. You know, not like modern slapped together engines that are half made out of plastic and all sorts of really nasty mass-produced parts. These are actually, you know, really fine engineering. And, you know, as an engineer, I really appreciate that too. It's a pleasure to work on. No, Pat showed up and he's like, you've sold it. Oh.
It's okay.
Ari Red.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Rosso Corsa. This is like, it's like as loud as a Bridgeport car, you know, like. It's pretty loud, eh? Yeah. I know, it's something else, eh? Should be able to just change it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have a good one.
A bit sad.
I'm a little bit sad. Your car never looks better than when it leaves, eh?
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, look how cool. No one told me it looks that cool. Sounds cool, eh?
Oh, he's got the cash. Come on.
What are we going to go buy? We'll go buy my Mercedes
What's
coupe.
next? What's next?
We'll go buy a Mercedes coupe.
You need to fill up the space, mate.
I know. I reckon I can get 3 Mercedes coupes in here.
3.
I'm never going to shut up about them.
Big
I'm probably
bodies.
never going to buy one either, but
Wait. You still have a rotary?
we've still got one. There's still one left.
There's still one left. Back to work, eh?
Back to it. Let's not get distracted.
Just a little bit of a different background now. Now we've got the FC.
I think red suits the scene.
It does.
Looks good in here. Okay, here we go. Last nuts. Now we can do them all up. I think I got these brackets right for the supercharger. Just check. Should line up with these. And then there's one spacer in there. These don't actually do a whole lot because those dowel pins that I showed you at the start actually locate everything. Okay, that is looking badass. Right.
So what is this?
This is the cooling fan. This actually draws cold air and blows it through the engine.
Oh.
So these engines are air cooled and they're also charge cooled, which means that the fuel air mixture being cold as it's drawn in actually flows through the whole engine, and it actually flows and lubricates all the rotating assembly, which is quite unique. They've actually run the charge right through everything, so it actually runs through the centre of the eccentric shaft. I should show you, I've got a little rotor and that eccentric shaft out of one of these.
Here you go, explain it.
Yeah, so that's actually what's inside it. So the holes in that eccentric shaft are what the charge actually flows through, and it also flows through those cutouts in the rotor.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's how little the little rotor is. This is one out of an old engine that I pulled apart. It was seized, and I've just sandblasted this as a desk ornament. So I should get this chrome plated, eh?
That would be awesome, I reckon.
Okay, so I've got to just make up this part for the pull starter. I've had that laser cut, and the reason we're using this is because a lot of these engines don't have pull starters on them. I've been able to adapt up these Robin ones quite successfully.
More unboxing.
More unboxing. This is the starter cup. So what I need to do is mount this inside here. And this is a little kit that I've devised. I've only been using it for my own builds. I haven't been selling these yet, but I could, and I might do.
Oh, so you sell these on your website?
I could do soon. I don't yet, but that basically fits inside there, and then the cup bolts to it. So I've just got to do a little bit of drilling detail in the milling machine. I just need to tap these holes, M5. We just need to get ourselves some fasteners from my messy, never before seen storeroom.
I'm exposing him right now.
Yeah. Don't tell anyone what's in here. I need 3 of these. This is just where I keep my bulk fasteners. I keep a lot of them out there as well in the drawers. 2 of those. This. Right.
So these are all your hardware?
These are the hardwares that we need.
Yeah. More Loctite?
More Loctite. Loctite's very important
So why is it important for those people that don't know?
Basically, bolts always try and work their way undone. It's just in the nature of a thread.
Is it due to like vibrations and stuff?
Yeah, vibration makes it worse, but it's really annoying. There's a little paper gasket in there and I've just got to get it lined up. I'll stand this up. Something that catches a lot of people out with these Sachs engines is that they don't index this fan correctly on here. There's a little notch in here which actually has to line up with the magneto flywheel's keyway. So I'm picking up on the 3 fan bolts to mount this in here. I'm using longer fasteners so I can reach through the thickness of that plate. And it's really important that these fasteners aren't too long because they'll stick through and hit the ignition coil. Right, I've just got to relieve the corner of one of these where it's hitting the bolt head. So we'll just take a little bit off on the linisher. That's it.
It's nice that everything's just accessible, just a few steps away.
Yeah, and that's really, really good for efficiency.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that having a big shop's good, but really a small shop where everything's at your fingertips is just the ultimate in efficiency.
Everything's just a reach away.
Yeah. I've just got exactly what I need close to hand. Okay, more dowel pins on this fan shroud. Little tube sleeves there.
So that's just to guide it in?
Yep, that locates this cover. And then we've got M6 fasteners.
This whole thing kind of looks like it's something out of Avengers,
Yeah, it's pretty wild looking,
Something Iron Man would have.
There's just nothing else like it.
Yeah, it's like a Mark 1 prototype of his suit. What is that little
that little greasy bit of plastic is what the recoil spring runs against.
So and what's its job?
Its job is to make sure that this pull starter lives a happy life.
Oh, so that's what you yank it off with,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you'd want that smooth.
Yep. So that's why there's grease in there as well, to make sure that it's always running smooth. I'm trying to remember how to do this properly. You wind this around here. See, I've only done a couple of these ones before. It's got a little notch here that you can hang that cord out.
And do those like little ropes, do they come in like different materials as well, or is it just standard braided? Is it braided?
That one's standard, yeah.
Right.
It's like polypropylene. It's really strong braided cord.
So it's not your typical lawnmower.
No.
So that's legit stuff there, eh?
Yeah. It's quite a lightweight little starter though. Okay, I'm going to preload that one turn and I'm going to feed the cord out of there. There we go. Now we put this through here and we're going to tie a big old knot. That's it.
There you go. Nice.
A couple of teeny tiny little springs. These are called pawls. Pawls. Something I learnt recently. We need to make a visit to the fastener shop again. M6 by 16 countersink.
It's like your little Bunnings.
Yep. Everything you need and much, much more. Now, this is another plate that I've designed and had laser cut, and then I've countersunk these threads here, and then the pull starter bolts to it, and I can index it to get this sitting where I want it. So I'm happy with that. I'm just going to bolt that on. Got the bolts for that here. M6 by 8s. Domed head.
Dome head.
Dome head or button head actually. That's a button head cap screw. So hexagon drive. That sounds good. I'm very pleased with how that's looking. Not only is it expensive, but it looks expensive, and that is an important thing.
Yep, so what is this now?
This is the Hustler PTO shaft kit. I do sell these on my website, and the shaft in that is a package. Allows you to bolt a 30 series torque converter straight onto one of these engines. So that's your 30 series. We're going to bolt this on shortly, and this kit basically makes your life really easy if you're going to try and build one of these yourself at home.
And this is your design?
This is my design, yep.
That's beautiful. And everything's going to be in the link, in the description?
Yeah, it's all on my website too. So
make it easier for you guys to order.
Yeah, hustlerminibikes.nz. And it's a pretty timely reminder that there are fake websites out there as well. So if you have any doubts, just visit my official page. You'll find the links in the bio. Okay, you can bolt this bad boy on now. So that's the Supercharger drive belt. It's a timing belt, HTD pulley. And on the front here we've got the Juggernaut primary. Really nice units. I'm a big fan of these. Don't you just love that sound? Okay, now that bolt goes in the end of there.
So what are you doing now? You're mounting the supercharger?
Yeah, we're just checking the supercharger alignment. I've got a couple of spaces here that I know go in here.
So just test fitting?
Yeah, basically we've got one bolt in there.
Some more unwrapping.
Yep, so this is the intake manifold. This is a part that I designed in SolidWorks, and I've had 3D printed from aluminium. You can see my Hustler branding in there as well, which is pretty cool. We're transitioning from the square port of the rotary engine to the 1.5" silicone joiner. So under here, this is where it goes. And then we're going to fit a silicone joiner between here, and that completes the charge pipes for the supercharger unit, which is pretty sick. This is something that I'm really proud of. This is Hustler style. This is really like...
This is your design right there.
Yeah, this is 20 years of engineering come to this point. So I've learned a lot in my career, and this is kind of like the pinnacle. Being able to design my own stuff like that and then implement it on my own products is just something that I never dreamed I'd be able to do. I'm just so grateful for the customers like this, Baron, that's just entrusted me with, something so high end. It's just something so sick. Oh, can't wait. Let's get this on. Check it out. There's the gasket that I've made on my CNC gasket cutter. It's a cry-cut. So it actually cuts that with a little computer-driven knife. And that was a huge development, getting that. Because making gaskets like that is really time-consuming. I'll show you a little trick, Pat. I bet you don't know this one. You can put a spanner on an Allen key like that. Get your torque on it like that.
That's a good tip there. What's that now?
This is the tensioner pulley for the supercharger belt. So it goes on there like that. That goes through there. So I've got a slot in there that makes it able to be adjusted. Yep. I'm using this really nice Gear Wrench 120 XP handle. It's pretty good. Push up with the spanner under here to get the tension. It's pretty good.
How do you know if it's tight enough?
Because it'll sound like this. No, it's really just experience, I guess. Like, it doesn't want to be too tight because you'll overload the bearings, but not so loose that it could slip and skip a tooth. yeah, it's good.
Cool. Nearly there.
Nearly there. It's looking really good. Just going to fit the carburetor and the intake trumpet now.
That's your throttle cable?
That's the throttle cable already installed with the twist throttle. Just unwrapping the intake trumpet here. This is another 3D printed aluminium part. Really nice little bit of kit. Got some sort of decorative flutes inside there.
Oh, that's
Hustler
gorgeous.
branding.
Oh, that's cool.
Little, very intricate design. The beauty of 3D printed parts is that you can have anything you want. You know, you're not limited anymore by what you can machine or what you can cast. So this has a little stainless steel gauze that goes in. Keeps any debris out. It's the little M4 fastener. This little screw goes in. This little M4 fastener is a pinch bolt at the bottom. Just brings those two tabs together and that closes up the diameter in there. That is a thing of beauty.
And the chrome suits the candy red so well as well.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's one more bit we can put on. A lot of people give me a lot of grief about the price of my bikes, and you know, they don't realise the expense that goes into some of these finishes.
Oh, look at that. I mean, that should explain it.
Yeah, well look, this there's probably $1,000 in high performance coatings here. You know, it's a lot of cost to me. Just one more bolt and then it's done. That's it, man. It's done.
Sweet.
That is a complete supercharged Bridgeport rotary engine. Oh, the exhaust.
Oh, how could you forget?
It just goes on and on. It's just
Oh, and this. Oh,
piece of
and
candy
that.
after piece of candy.
It just keeps getting better and better, eh?
I'll just hold this up to it for now, but we'll get it in the bike after lunch.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's all matching hypercoat. Actually, there is another bracket that this mounts to on the engine that needs to go on. This goes on here like that. Oh yeah. This is the exhaust mount. It's the O-ring gasket for the exhaust. You've probably never seen anything like this, eh?
Nah, definitely not.
I like using hose clamps like this because they're quite good at handling vibration and heat. They've got a bit of give in them. They can support something like that delicate muffler quite nicely. Just going to trim that hose clamp. Okay guys, so you've seen us assemble the whole engine up to this point. Now we're going to go ahead and fit it into the frame, along with fitting the wheels and all the other componentry. So I'm going to go and try and lift this in by myself. I think it weighs about 40 kgs at this point. It's pretty heavy. The trick is going to be getting it in there without damaging anything.
Do you want me to give you a hand?
I think I'll be okay. It's just got to be careful. Actually, before I put it in, I'm going to tap those little threads out. Okay, here we go. Easy. Doesn't fit. Just getting hung up on something on that side. I knew it must fit because I took it out of there.
It's good to have like these detailed shots now as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Okay.
We've got everything on.
Got the engine in. Now we can start looking at fitting the rear axle. Got the bearing housings here, and in my box of tricks I've got the axle. There's the chain, and we'll need to put together a disc and sprocket for it. There's the little keys for the axle. They fit into there, like that. We'll just go ahead and grab the bearings that we need for the back axle. These are the hubs that carry the back disc and the sprocket. These are anodized black aluminium billet alloy. And over here, these are my custom made discs, laser cut from steel and then chrome plated. Hustler Minibikes cut into it.
Oh, that's good.
And that's the custom sprocket, also laser cut. These discs are quite nice. They spigot and locate on the hub, and then they're secured with three M10 bolts. And we tighten these bolts up to the final torque after the whole thing's installed, because we need to first do up the pinch bolt, because it's a split clamp style. Alright, a couple of spherical bearings here. So these are a self-aligning type, and we don't use the grub screws in them, so we take out the little guys out of there, and they fit in the housing like that. So it's called a self-aligning bearing. Wherever you do it up, it's where it stays. It's got a spherical outer, and bolt them in there like that. 6. So we've got to do all these up just finger tight to start with, and then once we've got the axle in, we can secure them all. The axle is what's going to keep them straight while we do the bolts up tight. Do these up in sequence so that we don't pull it all wildly out of square. What I want to do is ensure this axle slides through. This is how you know it's perfectly in line, because you can just slide that straight through. And that's what we want for ease of assembly. We don't want to be fighting it. Once it's engaged like that, I can put the little key into the keyway, just in here. Boom. Another key for that one. Just do that split clamp up there. That sets that one. Now I just center the wheel in the frame. That is a close fit. Then we can do the wheel hub up. Okay. And then of course we've got the sprocket next. That's it. Putting the chain on, there's the connecting link. This is a DID chain, genuine Japanese chain. We use the gold link because we like the gold. Beautiful. And with your little clip, that always wants to be facing with the opening back, so that if it's rotating that way, in case something ever catches it, it doesn't try to flick it off. That's it. I'm just going to torque up the engine bolts now that I'm happy with the chain tension where it's sitting. I've got these jacking bolts at the back of the engine which I can adjust. These two here, they give us a nice fine adjustment, and they also stop the engine shifting back. The engine is in and the bolts are torqued up. Just got to nip up these jacking bolts, which are the ones that we use for tensioning the chain. That's it. The install is complete. Right guys, we're looking pretty good here. We've got most of the bike assembled. This is the whole bulk of it. Now we're just onto the forks and the front wheel. Then we're going to get the fuel tank installed. And I'll tell you what, we're going to be looking pretty close to starting this bad boy up.
That's exciting, coming up.
So exciting. Hey look, here's all the chrome plated parts.
Woo.
Guys, these have all been chrome plated. There's the side stand. These are all the components for the Springer set and some of the machined plastic components that I've made. So let's go ahead and get this together. I've got to install plastic bushes into the head tube, which I have in my storeroom. These are molybdenum impregnated nylon. Molybdenum. Moly, you know, graphite. It's like what's in your pencil.
Ah.
It's a self-lubricating bush, so it's a zero maintenance item. And they're easily replaced too. So we just give these a thump. And then we drill them out to the correct size, because when we press them in, they collapse. So our head bolt. It's really important that the plain shank area is what's in the bushes. Just get a little bit more out of the bottom, I think. Sometimes these bolts are a little bit thicker at the top, so they actually get tighter the further in they go. Alright guys, here we go. That's good. All I need is my gear wrench, 24mm ratchet and spanner that I use for every single bike to do up that nut. I put some little holes in here so that I can fit a thread insert in, and I was going to put a little steering stop bolt so that when the forks swing right over they hit that instead of hitting the frame and scratching it. Go ahead and I think I can just clear that and get them in. Now these are all little bushes that I machined up in the lathe. They actually guide the forks through their travel so that there's no metal on metal contact. And they support all the springs and everything.
And what material is it?
These are actually acetyl, which is a high strength plastic. So these little two-piece ones go in first. They go in there like that. These are the suspension springs going in the bottom. And then
a little satisfying.
That's it. Now, if I'm lucky, I'll be able to get this clamp right on there. Crank that up. Now our old friend Loctite.
Frequently used.
Yep. And the other one. Now all I've got to do is wind those all the way home. That's it.
Nice.
After that, we're going to look at the bottom end, which has the little rocker arms, which are over here in chrome plating. These are parts that I've designed in CAD and then had them laser cut from mild steel plate and then chrome plated. They go on here like that. We've got plastic bushes in here. Then when the axle bolts in between the two, it anchors them together. So our remaining bushes go in here. I need half nuts. So these are going to be too big. So what I'm going to do is just get in the lathe and machine them back. Alright, looking good. Try that wheel in there for size. Yep, it's called an Astro 6-inch. Looking good.
Handlebars.
Handlebars, here we go. So the main reason these are removable is so that I can get them into a shipping crate easier. Because I prefer if my customers have to do minimal assembly work. I just want them to pretty much get it out, put the handlebars on, and they're done. I don't want them to have to do the fiddly fork assembly or anything like that. Look at that. I want to get on it. I've got to get on it. I've got to just check.
Oh no, here we go.
I've got to just check. Oh. Oh man, it feels good. This customer that's bought this is 6'3", and I'm like
6'3".
I'm 6 foot, and I think he's going to be okay. Like, he wanted me to make it extra big, and I kind of have. Like, I've made it way more like laid back than normal, and I reckon he's going to be just fine. Yeah, I can't wait to ride this. The last one I rode with the Supercharger was just insane. Like, it was so powerful. It's hard to keep the front wheel down. Oh, that looks so good.
Oh, that looks sick.
I love the rake. I got a little bit of rake on the seat, like it's kind of like leaning back. I did a much smaller seat this time than last time.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get the proportions way better. Like, I wanted to get them more like in proportion to the size of the bike, rather than having things look goofy and big.
So do you have a favorite feature of this bike?
Oh man, I don't even know.
If you have to choose one.
Okay, like come back here with the camera and look down it.
Down it? What do you mean down it? Like,
and like what I've tried to do is get this angle and this angle and this angle all the same, so that the whole bike has this like really tall and skinny look, which is kind of,
I see.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's got this angle that follows through the whole design from the back. So that's one of my favorite angles, is from the back. I mean, look, we can't look past this engine. This is just insane. Like, guys, I've been building these custom bikes for 4 years, and I don't have anything like this for myself. I've been so busy building these things for my customers. I don't even have one of these. So yeah, this is insane. Like, to me, I'd love to own this. It's freaking cool.
So for those people that are asking, will there be car content?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah? What can they possibly expect? Just a tease. Just a tease.
We're going to rip a skid in this FC up the driveway.
A skid up the driveway.
Full black lines straight up the driveway. All we need from you is a like and subscribe.
Ooh.
How's that for a deal?
Hey, you got to do your work, guys. You got to like and subscribe if you want to see this skidding up there. Lots of clouds.
We'll go full noise on it.
Yeah, like full on noise complaint, cops coming over. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, and that customer said we can do a skid on that green bike. So we're going to rip a skid on that rotary bike.
Maybe this is a little bit more suitable for me, eh? So now you've got your kickstand on. Yep,
so what I'm going to do is machine up a couple of plastic spacers out of that acetal plastic. And what I've done is given this some end clearance, because I'm going to put a thin plastic washer either side of it, so there's no metal on metal contact. And we're going to get this thing running like a Rolls Royce.
Nice.
Yep. There's the little spring that's going to go under there, and that's what keeps the stand up and down. So this is quite a new design for me. It's all custom made, you know, CAD designed, laser cut, TIG welded a tube on here, machined up these little pedestals. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I'm going to use this 25mm acetal round, and I'm just going to chuck it in the lathe. I just want the full user experience to just be incredible. So that is really good. That is a Rolls Royce kickstand. Well, that's a Hustler kickstand, that's what that is.
It's more premium.
Nothing but the finest.
Chucking in the throttle cables.
Yeah, we'll get that on.
And what about the brakes?
The brakes are here, we'll put those on.
Yeah. Cool.
This is a custom fuel tank that I've fabricated for the bike, and I've actually gone and hand pressed my own Diamond caps. I've done those in the hydraulic press that we saw at the start of the video. It's otherwise a piece of 4-inch stock tubing, and TIG welded the billet filler neck on there. On the bottom we've got the fuel tap connection, and we're going to go ahead and clamp that in there with its stainless steel clamps.
And how much fuel can that hold?
It's about 1.5 litres. So It's quite a lot. It's only a 160cc engine, but with the supercharger, obviously we're cranking through a bit more gas. Look, this is more of a show bike than a go bike.
Yeah.
It's going to get you a good hour of runtime though, which is quite a lot of riding. It's the hose clamps that are going to secure it. I really like doing things traditionally, like they did back in the old days, because I think it just looks right. And
I think you're still in your old days. Right? Got a Countach photo, a car from the 80s, a jukebox.
Yeah, this is a full 80s workshop.
Yeah, it is an iconic time, to be fair.
It is. It's kind of like when I was a kid, that's everything you ever wanted, you know, and I just, I think it's the nostalgia that drives the desire, eh? Man, this colour just pops, eh? Looks so good. I'm just going to drill the gas cap out to take a rollover valve, which is a one-way valve. Just need my 7mm drill, which we used earlier today. So that's our rollover valve there. It's a one-way valve, lets air in, but it won't let fuel out. Stops the fuel from sloshing out the breather hole. This is a new thing I've been fitting because in the past I've had a lot of problems with the fuel splashing out the little breather hole, and I've only just found these recently. You can hear the little ball valve in there, so you get that little rubber tube through. Nice, really happy with that. You know what, there is something that I haven't even mentioned yet, and it's not quite finished, but I've got this boost gauge. So I'm planning to mount this up on the handlebars here. So I've actually been working on this 3D printed housing, which makes it sit on here at just the right angle, and sort of something like that. I don't know. It's a work in progress, but I'm probably going to do that. Then it's right up there in your field of vision. I just need to take a moment to process what's in front of me. All right, here we go. We're going to put the brake system on. It's a hydraulic unit. These are really nice, really powerful units, especially with a large disc and a small wheel. I've built 180 mini bikes now, and I've used this exact same brake on every single one without one failure. Not one has ever come back, no issues, no new brake pads, no nothing. So this cable actually runs up the frame, and then it gets secured to all these little clips. All up the frame here, see the little clips?
Oh yeah.
So we'll put zip ties on there. I won't secure these off until we've got everything installed. So we'll need to slip this brake line back and forth to get the lengths looking the same up the top. And then the last one there. That's nice.
Is it complete?
That's pretty well it.
So like, what, 5 hours ago, we only had like a frame and an engine. It's not even assembled.
That's right. I'll tell you what, man, like all the hard work's in the prep. It's probably, I don't know, 3 weeks of labour in this before today.
And so now
I made it look easy, but man, some blood, sweat and tears in this thing, I'll tell you that. A lot of thought's gone into this, into the engineering of it. I'll show you a little trick for putting grips on. Just make sure you got a little hole in the end of it. Get it started on there. Then you just put your compressed air on.
Oh.
That's how the pros do it, man. I'm so happy. I'm a little bit tired, but I'm happy.
But look what you've created.
It's been a big day. A big day, lots of excitement.
And this is your new favourite bike, I'd say.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the flashiest bike I've ever made. It's actually insane. I never thought I'd be building bikes this flash.
And now here we are.
Here we are, 2025. the year of the Supercharged Rotary Minibike. The first one I made was for Anthony in Australia. He challenged me to do it. So full credit to him, amazing customer.
He's pushed you.
Yep. He let me spend a year developing this design. And this one that you see in front of you, this is the second one I've ever done. So I've taken Anthony's design and then I've further refined it. And also excitingly, like coming up in the future, we've got another supercharged build. So we're actually going to be building a Badboy frame with a supercharged engine like this in it. And
Is
over
it that
there,
one over there?
have you seen that on the bench yet?
No.
This is turbocharged. So
Oh, turbocharged.
yeah, so I've been developing this for a while. It's actually
So this is like a sneak peek to what's to come.
yeah, it's just a prototype, but you can see we've got a little RHB 31 turbo on here. Exhaust feeds it.
And this is, what stage would this be? Like, just you
Just
mocking it up?
Early mock-up stages. These are just plastic 3D printed parts. And in the future, I'll have those printed from stainless steel. And that'll make for a really durable, impressive looking result. This here's a Nibby racing carb. That's something that I'm trialing. And I'm thinking about switching to these. I quite like them. A little chrome plated slide in them, which is quite nice. This is going to be sick. This is one to watch. In future builds, guys, we're going to be covering stuff like that. So
Crazy things
coming
to
up,
come, eh?
Supercharged Fatboy. We've got the V-twin for Jimmy John. He's getting the first production one, well, the second one really. This is just kicking it off with a bang, being the flashiest bike I've ever done to date. And
Is there a name for this bike?
it's a Hustler Badboy. So the model name is Badboy. You right? It's a little bit awkward, but we're there. It should sit on the stand like a boss. Oh man.
Oh.
Ooh. It's so cool. It's actually really low slung. Oh man, it's so comfortable. It's so good. If I had this in my shed, I'd just be sitting on this instead of a chair. It's so cool. Should we start it up?
Oh, I reckon.
Let's put petrol in it. How many pulls do you think it's going to take to start?
I'd say 4. I've
Four
never
pulls?
seen this before, but I'm guessing 4, eh?
I'm going to say 6, just because. No, actually, I'm going to say 3.
3? I'm
gonna say 3
so
pulls.
I've got a pretty good guess.
I'm going to come down to 3.
Oh, yeah?
I'm feeling confident. Pull number 1.
Yeah, I said 3 pulls.
It's 1.
I mean 4 pulls.
2.
2. And this is your 3rd. Oh, no! That's crazy!
Insane, man. That sounds insane. Oh, that is insane. My ears are ringing.
Oh, I wasn't recording.
It's so responsive. It's just like bop bop as soon as you snap the throttle, man. I'm so happy with the tuning. Like,
Yeah.
it returns to idle really quick as well. It doesn't hang. It's just, man, that power is just instant. It's just there. Boom. That's it, guys. We're gonna ride this thing next time.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm like shaking now. I don't know what I'm going to be like when I ride it. I'm too scared to ride it. Oh man, that's insane. That's a wrap.
Alright, thanks for watching everyone.
Thanks guys, that's insane. Our first YouTube video, hope you guys liked it. I'm really happy with how it went. I'm absolutely over the moon with the bike. Guys, I can't wait to show you this thing riding. We're going to take it out somewhere really nice. We'll get some drone footage. Can't wait to bring that to you.
And make sure you like this video up if you want to see this thing skid too, That's the bonus.
Absolutely.
Alright, thanks everyone.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye guys, thank you.